member Cloud, and also Candy Sparkles as guests today. I'm super excited. Before we get into our beautiful guests, I like to go over a few rules and get into my topic first. So, first few rules. If you are not a featured guest, please do not request the box. This is a featured show, which means it's being recorded. That also means, um, is there something going on? Blondie, thank you. Let me mute that. Okay, so I just saw the message. Cool. No worries. We will have you as a second guest. No worries. Yes, if you are not a featured show guest, please do not request the box. That also means there is absolutely no trolling in the comments. If you do troll, you'll be removed. Okay, so try to keep it cute in the comments. No trolling. I know, I'm so excited. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. As well as for my guests, please no cursing. This show is featured, so we like to keep it very clean, as well as this is a high vibrational show, so I like to keep it very positive. Also, Self-Care Sundays, aka Own Your Glow, is for both men and women, okay? I know a lot of times people think that this is a girl show, a girly girl show. I am a skin care girly, but skincare is not only for men, not only for women, it's also for men. So if you would like to be on my show, man or woman, or in between, definitely send me a message, send my admin Emoji J a message, or Jazzy Got Options, and we would love to have you as a guest on the show. We are always looking for a beautiful guest. Thirdly, I am not a doctor. Yay, I would love to have you as a guest again. I am not a doctor. I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a dermatologist. So everything that I share here on this show are just tips, tricks, and hacks that I've learned through my years of doing my skincare and things that have worked for me, things that have worked for my guests. So nothing on here is to be taken as a medical advice. Make sure that if you do have any kind of skin condition or any kind of conditions, to check in with your doctor first before purchasing anything that I may talk about or going by the things that I say, because like I said, I'm not a doctor. Okay. And with that being said, welcome to Own Your Glow. How this show works is basically, I like to talk about things that show my self-care, right? So before it became featured, Own Your Glow was originally called Self-Care Sundays. And so basically the premise of that is, how do you show your self-love? Me personally, I am obsessed with my skin. I'm obsessed with it. I need it to look amazing always. I hate breaking out. I hate blemishes. I hate anything like that. So I take very, very good care of my skin as well as myself. At least I try to. And so I've been doing this for about almost 15 years now. And like I said, I'm obsessed with it. I do it every week religiously. And I just wanted to bring that kind of energy to this app and to this stream. So that is what I do. And that is what I like to do during my show, while I have my guests talk about what they love to do to show themselves some love and some care. Before I get into my topic today, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I will be using today throughout the show. And these things can be purchased on my Amazon storefront. So make sure you hit me with a favorite. Add me on Instagram. You can check out my Amazon storefront. I will be updating it. I know I haven't been posting a lot on there lately, but I will be updating my Amazon storefront this week. So as you guys already know, I like to wash my face prior to the stream. So right now my face is clean. That's why it looks a little dry. I also actually had some breakout, which is crazy because I don't know, but breakouts can be so many different things: hormonal, what you're eating, stress, not drinking enough water. So I definitely need to figure it out, whatever it is. So I did have some breakout. Plus I was definitely Aunt Flo just left the building. So it's been a little stressful week for me. But I washed my face with my favorite face wash. It's almost done. It's the Reshma Turmeric and Curcumin Daily Face Wash. This thing is incredible. It's soft. It's amazing. It's a brightening face wash, so I use it every single day, and it just keeps my skin really clear and bright. I love it. And then I'm going to go in with my deep pore cleanser. This is today, it's going to be by Modern C. It's again turmeric and vitamin C face scrub. So basically I wash my face twice, right? Why do I do that? Because I really truly believe that you have a lot of dead skin, which can also cause to break out in acne and stuff like that. So I like to go in with a deep pore cleanser. The deep pore cleanser just goes in and takes off that first layer of dead skin and anything that could be really like, kind of go like surfacing, i.e. whiteheads, blackheads, things like that. So I go in with that. How do I remove my deep pore cleanser? I use my favorite tool of this tool has truly been a game changer. And if you guys do not have this, you really are not properly cleaning your face. And I don't care. I stand by that, okay? This is a ultrasonic face scrubber, also known as a face spatula. I do have this tool on my Amazon storefront. It's dirty, but it is a face spatula. It is amazing. It goes in there and it just lifts up all that dead skin. I love it. I swear by it. You will love it. Definitely get into that. Then my first face mask of the day, I will be doing 2 face masks today. Actually, technically I'll be doing 3, but I won't be doing the third one on stream. So the first face mask is a peel off. It's a Spa Subscriptions black peel off with vitamin C face mask. I love to start with a peel off face mask because it just allows your skin to it preps your skin for all of the other things that you will be doing to your skin. So like you basically, peel off that first layer. So everything else that you do just kind of really goes into your skin and it allows for better absorption. Then I will be going in with my Rice Brightening Face Mask by Bounce Back. I love this mask. I actually purchased it on Amazon. So I'll be adding it to my Amazon face mask. It was on TikTok. They swear by it. I'm loving it. I've only used it once, but I love the results of it afterwards. I am so obsessed, like I said, with like brightening on my skin, especially because we are entering into a new season. Right now we're in spring, but we're heading into summer. So make sure that you pay attention to how your skin reacts in the different seasons, because it's really, really important, and it will reflect on like what, you're doing and what type of effects it's going to have on your face. So when it's winter and it's cold, I definitely focus on a lot of hydration. In the summertime, I like to focus on brightening, right? Because with the sun, your skin can dull. So make sure that you, like I said, you focus on what your skin does in the different seasons. So after that, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be finishing up with some hydration and some serum. I am currently obsessed with Korean skincare. So if you guys haven't gotten into it, make sure you get into the Korean skincare, okay? It will reverse your age. I want to age backwards. I think you guys want to too. So make sure that you do that always, before you start any kind of serums, to go in with a toner. It will change how your skin absorbs the serums. So right now we are getting into the Verse Weekend Glow Daily Brightening Solution toner. It has berberry extract in it. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. Then I will be doing the Medicube Deep Vitamin C. As you can see, a lot of the products I'm using today has vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of the best products when you're trying to brighten your skin or you're trying to remove any dark marks or anything like that. It is amazing. So I'm using the Deep Vitamin C Capsule Cream. I love this. I just started using it, but it's amazing. Being a woman takes a lot of work, darling, but trust me, this isn't just for women. It's for men too. Men need to know that these products are also for them. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that soap is your best friend, okay? Okay, you can also look better. You can look, you can have better skin. You can get into your beard and all that stuff. It's really, really for both men and women. But yes, it is a lot of work to look beautiful and look beautiful without makeup and make sure that your skin is doing what it needs to do underneath makeup, right? So I love this. This is, it has vitamin C. It has niacinamide. I love this product. And then I will be closing all of that in with my advanced snail mucin. Yes, I said snail mucin. Okay, like I said, the Koreans have got they got it. They understood the assignment and they've brought it to us, and I love it and I'm excited. This snail mucin is become a gate. Yes, ew, but yes. Okay. This snail mucin has been a game changer. It's amazing. It's changed my skin, how my skin just glows lately. I swear it's not completely due to this, but this has been truly a game changer for me. I will also be doing a hilarious. I will also be doing a deep biocollagen mask, but I actually like to do this at night because it kind of sinks into your skin while you're sleeping and it does all the work for you and you don't have to worry about it moving. So I'll be doing this later tonight. It is amazing. I added this to my Amazon storefront. It's a sheet mask, but it is so, so good. I swear by this. You literally see and feel the difference in the morning. So make sure that you definitely get into the biocollagen mask. But like I said, I will be doing this later. And then I also got this reviving eye cream. I've noticed that even though my eyes are starting to get much, much, much better, I need to really make sure I keep focus on my eyes and like the bags underneath, as well as the circles, dark circles. So I've been using the Reviving Eye Cream by Sun One Naturals. I love this eye cream. It's amazing. Make sure that you get into it. You already know that I am a gua sha girly. I love to contour my face, make sure that I keep a very angular face and I don't have any like double neck or anything going on. So I use my gua sha tools, if I can find it, and also my amazing, I love this thing. This is a jade roller. It just really helps to put those serums into my skin, and it's really cooling. It helps with inflammation and any other kind of anti-inflammatory stuff that's going on in my skin. So I love to use that. You guys, if you're now just joining, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Lova. I love talking about skincare. I could talk about skincare all day, but let's get into the show. If you guys are new here, please hit me with a favorite, hit the top 3 gifters of the stream with a fave. You guys, thank you so much for being here each and every single week. Shout out to Croc Blondie, shout out to Emoji Days Cornbread, and Big Butter, not the little one. So today I wanted to talk about something really, really quickly before we bring my beautiful, beautiful guests into the box. Somebody asked me in my DMs, like, oh, Tantric, your skin is so beautiful. What do you do? Because I don't really see you have any acne on your skin. I do not. I really, really, like, when I tell you the way I stress over acne is insane, okay? I don't have acne on my body. I make sure of that for various reasons. I just don't like the feeling of it. So here are some of the things that I like to do and use. I know I brought it, didn't I? Where did I put it? Oh, I didn't bring it. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Whew, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I like to do a few things, and I just wanted to quickly go over my shower routine. Yes, please, you guys, there is absolutely no trolling in the show. If you troll, you'll be removed, okay? So a few things I like to do. If my shower routine usually takes about 20 minutes. If you are showering less than that, I really don't think you're really getting into what you need to be doing. Just like my face, I like to have several steps to make sure that my skin is clean and like clear, as well as deeply hydrated and deeply nourished with different things. So I like to make sure, I think the most important thing is what you're using and not just the soaps and stuff that you use on it. So me personally, I use an exfoliation towel. I know that comes in like gloves. There's different forms of it, but I don't just use a face towel. Like a lot of people just use like a body rag or a wash rag. I like to use an exfoliating rag. It helps with like truly cleaning my skin, as well as lifting off a lot of that dead skin that we all have, you know, due to the sun, due to, you know, whatever we're doing. And I make sure that I take at least 2 showers a day. That's your choice, how many showers you choose to take, but make sure that as you shower that you do certain things. So I like to make sure, you know, my skin is fully wet. And then I like to go in first. Sometimes I change how I do this. And honestly, like I said, my shower routine has changed over the years, but sometimes I change how I do this. But I like to wash my skin first before I scrub it. I don't know why. I just like it better that way. But sometimes I use a body scrub first and then I wash it off with a soap. So I like to take a non what is the word? Fragrant, a non-fragrant body wash. I don't like using fragrant washes, body washes. A lot of people like the smell and stuff like that. It actually gives me a headache. I don't like using a lot of fragrant in my like bath soaps and stuff like that. So right now I have 3 amazing body washes that I go to. So right now my favorite is the turmeric and vitamin C. It is by Lacadia Bath Company. I love this. It's amazing. It smells good. It has like kind of like a soft kind of like fragrance to it. So I like to use that. Or I'm also getting into this Aluvaderm vitamin C Radiance Cleansing Gel. So this is another body wash that I've been really using lately. It's so amazing. One of my favorite go-tos is this Botanical Infusion HAA BHA papaya exfoliating body wash. If I do use a fragrant wash, it's always going to smell like fruit. I don't know. There's something about smelling like fruit that just kind of awakens my nose and my skin for me again. That makes me feel really, really good. So I go in with a nice wash, make sure I get every single part of my body. Everything has been touched by water. Has been touched by water and touched by my exfoliating bath towel. And then after I wash my skin, I like to go in with a sugar scrub. Now you can make these at home if you don't want to purchase one. They have like the ingredients and different videos on how to make body scrubs at home. But me personally, I like to purchase mine. I get mine from Walmart and or Amazon. My favorite go-to brand is Tree Hut. They have other kinds, but my favorite is Tree Hut. I have 2 that I use currently, but this is my favorite one right here. It is the Tangerine Shea Butter Sugar Scrub. It is amazing, and it makes you feel amazing, and it smells so good, and it's just so amazing. I just love it. I really, really am obsessed with this. So after I wash my skin with my body wash, I like to go in again with this and just scrub really, really hard and make sure I get off all that dead skin and all of the leftover dirt. After that, I like to go in with a serum. Before I put any kind of oil, I do not use lotion on my skin. Lotion clogs your pores, at least it does for mine. So I don't like to use lotion on my skin. I like to use oil or shea butters, any kind of butter, but I don't use lotion. But before I use any kind of oil on my skin, I like to make sure I use a serum. I actually ran out of my serum yesterday, so I don't have it anymore, but I like to go in with a serum on my body, just like I go on my face to make it more soft and supple. And then I finish with oils and any kind of butter. And it's very simple, very quick. It usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes to take a shower. And I feel soft and golden. I also have a lot of scars on my skin due to my accident. So it really has helped with the healing of my scars. Some of the oils I like to use is like coconut oil. Vitamin E oil is amazing, amazing oil. I've been getting into a lot of shea butters recently too. And it's really just, it's more hydrating than any kind of lotion. I've come to realize now lotions are good and some people swear by lotions, but me personally, I'm not really a big lotion person. But I've also realized too that Eucerin, I know that a lot of people, somebody recently put me onto Eucerin. If you suffer from like dry skin or like ashiness or anything like that, I've heard that Eucerin is really, really good because it's just like deep hydration in Eucerin. So make sure that, you know, that's something that you check out if you do suffer from dry skin. So that, like I said, my bath or shower protocols that I use, it's very, very simple, but I make sure that I'm really, really, really into deep cleansing, right? So I make sure that I cleanse my skin very properly. And like I said, all of these things that I do use can be found on my Amazon storefront, so make sure you add me on there. With that being said, I'm going to get into my skincare. I'm going to get my beautiful guest in the box. You guys, if you're not just joining, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Lova. You guys, are you having fun? Thank you guys for being here each and every week. I appreciate you so much. Make sure that if you have any questions to drop them in the chat or drop them in my DMs, and I have no problem with responding to any questions. I love talking about skin. I love talking about anything self-care. So if you do want to, and make sure that if you want to be a guest on my show, to hit me up, because we're always looking for guests, or you can hit up Emoji J too. If my guests are here, I know one of my guests is here, please request a box and we can get this started, baby. So like I said, I'm going to go in with my deep pore cleanser right now, and I'm going to finish my skincare routine. If I don't greet you, I appreciate you being here, because I know a lot of times people feel like offended that I don't say hi to them. I can't. It's a featured show, so I really, really can't say hi to every single person coming in, but I do appreciate you. Hello and happy Sunday, gorgeous. Thank you so much for... Hello. So we're going to get right into it because we are running out of time. So tell me, how do you like to own your cloud?
Well, I do. My main thing is what I wanted to talk about today is because I am a mom of 2, and ever since I had my kids, I noticed that I did lose myself. I lost myself a lot with even the first one. The second one made it worse. So with all of that, I have realized that I need to take time for myself. And that could mean a multitude of things. And like you said earlier, it could be for men and women. So dads out there who feel like they don't have their swag no more after having kids, things like that. The things that I do to make myself feel better is I take that extra time for myself. So my kids look good. Their hair's clean. Everything looks good. At the end of the day, a lot of moms don't take care of themselves because they took all that time for their kids. So I do take extra time to do things like skincare, do my hair, do my makeup, anything like that, on top of taking care of my kids. But I make sure it's a priority. And it's not just like doing my hair and my makeup. It's also like putting the kids down at bed at night and taking that extra hour before you go to bed for yourself so that you don't lose it, you know?
I love that. I love that. I've had a few moms come on here, and I love when I have, parents come on here, because I think you're absolutely right. I think it's something that a lot of people suffer from. I personally don't have any children yet, but I know that it's something that a lot of people suffer from. When they do have kids, their time and priority definitely goes towards their children. So as a mom, as a busy mother, what are some things that you've learned to, like you said, do for yourself and take time to focus on?
Oh, main one, and I know this is going to sound really weird, but having your kids, I'm telling you, you don't have time. But taking time to take that everything shower, a lot of moms will skip shower. I don't know if you guys have heard, moms will be like, I haven't showered in 3 days, things like that. I realized like that's not good. Obviously, it's not good for you. So that's number one. I will make sure I take that everything shower like once a day or whatever. I can't take 2 showers a day because I'm really busy, but I'll take that everything shower once a day. Make sure that I'm good, feel good. Also, making sure that you eat, making sure that just as nutritious as your kids' food is, yours is, so that your body feels good from inside and out. Making sure that you take that moment to drink water, to just make sure that you're good. That's what every future mom and mom right now, dad, future dad, they all need to just make sure that you feel good. Because at the end of the day, you can't take care of your babies when you feel like not like, dirty and grimy and stuff, So
okay, so let's unpack some of the things that you said. So you said that you like to take an everything shower once a day. So what is as a mom, what are some of the things that you do in your everything shower? We're gonna get into it, okay? That's what we do here. So what are some of the things that you do in your everything shower? Why has taking a shower become so important to you?
Well, in my everything shower, like it's literally everything. It's shaving, exfoliating, it's all the other products that you're going to use. like you mentioned, the sugar scrub and things like that. So I noticed that when I don't take an everything shower, I'm just hopping in, doing a quick wash off, hopping out, and I don't feel good. Everything shower is washing. Oh, also, I will admit I have psoriasis on my scalp, under my hair. So I have to take that extra moment. I'll show you what I use. So because I have psoriasis, I have to take extra shampoo and conditioner doesn't help me. So I do have to use things like this, where it's like scrubbing your head and just getting all that dead skin and buildup on your head off. I have to do this every shower, or else I'm itchy, just itchy, and it's terrible. I wanted to ask you a question though, because you mentioned that you used the scrubber exfoliator in the shower. Do you think that soap bars that have, for example, my friend has one that has like lavender pieces and rose pieces, so it makes it a little coarse. Do you think that soap cleans your body without an exfoliator, face towel, whatever you're using?
So I am a natural soap girly. I actually purchase soaps from like the African market and stuff like that that do come with like scrubbers and stuff like that. Like you said, in the soap. I don't personally think for me it's exfoliating enough for like how I like my body clean. Now, again, some people just like washing themselves with a bar of soap. I personally wouldn't even suggest you using soap alone unless it's like a natural soap, because soap leaves film on your skin, right? Like Dove soap and all these other soap bars that people like to use, it leaves film on your skin. I've noticed that even though it seems like it's cleansing, it's really not. To me, again, like I said, to me, it's really not cleansing. So yeah, I know that there are people, like I said, I know there's people who use like just their like hand, like wash towels or washcloths or something like that. Again, to each their own, and like I said, everybody has their own way of doing things. But for me, I have learned that the only thing that truly exfoliates my skin enough is an exfoliation wash rag that like is coarse. Even though like the bars of soap kind of, like you said, can come coarse with whatever they're putting inside of it, I still need that extra, like just secure. And it could be just a security blanket. Who knows? Like it may be enough, but I just don't feel like it's enough for me.
I don't think it's enough, because those little pieces aren't hitting everything, So
Right.
I was just wondering, for scientific purposes, tell my friends later.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
absolutely. So, okay, so we've gone over your shower routine, and I love that. I actually also use a scrubber for my scalp too, because I don't suffer from psoriasis, but I do suffer from like a lot of sulfur and salt, because as you guys can see from my other streams, I do sweat a lot. So when you do sweat as much as I do, that's another reason why I am very, very like meticulous about how I wash my skin and how I wash my face, because I do sweat a lot. And when you sweat a lot, that means a lot of salt is being left, or sulfur, sulfate is being left on your skin, right? So you have to make sure that you wash it off, because if you don't, it can cause buildup and then cause breakout. So I also use like the scalp scrubbers. How has that helped with your psoriasis? Have you noticed any kind of changes? Does it help? Does it agitate? Like, what happens?
honestly, it's a lot better than picking at it like with your hands. So it doesn't really get rid of it. All in all, you need to go see your doctor, get on some kind of medicated shampoo or something for your hair. But it will minimalize it. It will keep it under control, because mine get really big, and so if people like touch my head, they can feel it. It's all lumpy. So it will control that, so you can feel a little more confident with your head. And it also just it really is a good cleanser for your head, because your head has a lot of dead skin in general. So it's just really great for that in general. So like anybody who has dandruff or anything like that is great for your dandruff.
So tell me something, like, what else is something that really helps bring yourself like glow and raises your vibration as a mom, a busy mom of two?
Going out, getting some sun. Um, like I know that you are busy with your kids, you have to take them with you everywhere, but going out every day, getting that sun, getting that vitamin D or whatever, like it's really good for your mental, your everything. So I would suggest actually getting outside. Don't get frustrated and like, you know, your kids are being bad and you're like, we ain't doing anything. Like that's probably not the way to go. I have tried that route. It makes you miserable. So getting out, going outside and just getting that fresh air it makes me happier, definitely at the end of the day. So I don't know, that's what I would suggest, going out.
I love you.
It took me a long time.
I love that. So how has getting out and how often do you get out? Do you go out by yourself? Do you go out with your kids? Like how does that affect you? And why would you suggest how would you suggest people, like especially moms, do that?
Well, like I said before, it took me a long time to try and find myself again. I was very depressed. I didn't go out. I didn't go out with friends, with my kids, and anything. So once I did get the confidence to start going out and by myself, because I don't have a lot of friends, so just going out by myself, it did bring like more confidence in myself with my looks, with everything. So being a shut-in, like it has its perks, like you will feel safe and all of that, but you have to put yourself out there so that you can feel like you lived, basically.
I love that. Yeah, I think a lot of people do suffer from postpartum depression after having kids. So I think that it's really important, like as a community, like we come together to help people, because people, suffer from that. They don't even realize that they're suffering from stuff like that. So I love that you're, different tips and tricks. And I think you're right. For me personally, when I'm in a funk, putting on makeup and doing my hair and even if I'm not necessarily going to go anywhere, it really, really allows me to like feel beautiful, remind myself that that I'm beautiful and I still got it, and it lifts my spirits. You guys, if you're not just coming in, I am putting on a charcoal black peel off mask. It has vitamin C in it. It's really, really helps take off that first layer of dead skin. It is going to be on my Amazon storefront if you would like to purchase it. I have the beautiful rain cloud in my box right now. We're talking mom stuff, okay? We're talking how to lift ourselves up as a busy mom of two. And I really appreciate like all the things that you're saying, from your bath routine to, taking time for yourself and making sure that you go out and remind yourself that you are a beautiful person. So is there anything else that you would like to talk about in regards of, owning your glow and helping yourself with self-care?
Okay, two things actually. The first one, I just want to talk to the girls out there who are bigger, who have, roles and extra body to love. I will put it out there, make yourself feel good by taking care of yourself. And I'm only saying this because I'm a bigger girl. Sometimes I feel really conscious of how I smell, how I look, how my arms look, things like that. So, be confident. And a couple ways that you can be confident in yourself is smell good. I love smelling good. Like I can be as big as I want to, but nobody's going to tell me I stink. That could be a good one. Eating healthy. Even, I have a hard time. I love my sweets. I love my hot Cheetos, but eating healthy can make us feel better at the end of the day. And then getting out there. Like I know a lot of people, they like hate their bodies and they won't talk to people. They won't put themselves out there. He won't like me because I'm this or that. Put yourself out there, because 9 times out of 10, that man, that woman is going to want you. You can pull whatever you have confidence in pulling. That's all I'm going to say on that. But real quick, I just wanted to show you what I use for my skin, and it's all right in front of me. But I use this steamer. It's a steamer. It has like a big piece that you put your face in. I use this first to open up pores so that I can get blackheads and stuff out. And then once I do that, then I go in with this face sucker. I wouldn't use it if you have sensitive skin because it does bruise. It makes you red and it sucks. It sucks it out. So I use this and do a couple of extractions. And then like the beautiful tantric uses, I do use like a roller and a gua sha. These are really good for your skin, and like if if you're feeling like you're dragging or you have like the sagging face and stuff, it's really good for lifting. And then of course all the cleansers and everything, but to seal it all in, I end with the ice globes. And I love these. I will live by these. They are so good with tightening skin, closing up those pores after you put all your skincare in. It's so good. So I'm just saying these are the things I use as a mom. They're quick and easy. They're cheap also. I think this one was like $10 on Amazon. So these are just things that I use, but that's all.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. You said a few things that I kind of want to touch on before I do let you go, but you said, and I loved your kind of your shout out to bigger women and just the things that you can do to feel more confident. I am also a smell good girly. I love a good fragrance. And I love that you spoke on that. So just as a quick ending, what are some things that you do or how do you make sure that you smell good all day?
The sugar scrub in the shower. Definitely a deodorant, antiperspirant deodorant for myself. And then I love Bath and Body Works. Like that place is my place. So I personally like the champagne smell, and then I top that all off with like a really good lotion. I know you said you don't like lotion, you like oils. They do have oils that smell like this, but I like the whipped cream lotion. But I just put all this on me and like it lasts all day. I don't know if it's the brand. This is Be Fresh. I don't know if it's the brand, but I use sugar scrub, lotion, sprays, deodorant, and that's really it.
I love that. You guys, if you're not just joining in, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Love. I got Rain Cloud in the box. Please try to keep the comments respectful. This is a high vibrational show. I do not condone being disrespectful or taunting, as well as any kind of negativity, to be honest. So if you are going to be negative, you will be removed from the stream. So yeah, I love that you are an advocate for being plus size and, being like, you could still be sexy, you could still be beautiful, you could still, you said, smell good and everything, even though you're a mom and like your confidence shows, it shines. I love that. That's why I wanted you to be a part of my family. I appreciate you so much. You guys, if you have not hit Cloud with a favorite, why not? You see the beauty, you see the energy, you see the confidence. I'm so proud of you. You're like seriously blossoming since I've known you. And I really appreciate that you decided to be a guest on my show today. Tell us what you got going on in your stream.
I have a new streamers auction coming up May 17th at 8:30 if you want to come and support me. Other than that, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. You're going to be seeing my face everywhere because I love to bother people. But in my stream, you can find me gaming, doing art. I love just drawing people who join my box real quick. It's just fun. I like innocent fun. I'm not really a troll. I don't like all that mean stuff. So I like innocent.
I love that. Well, I appreciate you so much for being here, Cloud, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Hit her with a favor before she leaves, guys. If you're now just joining, you guys, thank you so much for being here each and every Sunday. I'm Tantric Lover. Why do I have this on my face? Because I'm trying to look good, okay? All right, it's gonna remove that first layer of dead skin. It is a peel-off mask. I saw someone say that they don't want to use a peel-off mask again. I'm sorry you had bad experiences. Not all peel-off masks are the same. Not all peel-off masks are good for you, and some of them can be painful. So, if you did have a bad experience, that really does suck, and I can imagine why it would be something that you choose not to do again. But this peel off mask is one of my favorites. Charcoal is amazing. It's really, really good for your skin. It's a huge detoxifying agent. So I love it very much, and I use it often. I'm gonna bring my next guest into the box. Super excited.
Very
Hello.
Wendy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm amazing. Well, we're hanging in there. We had some technical difficulties, but we're here. Is it super windy?
No. I don't hear the wind at all.
Okay, good.
Actually. Yay.
Because this is where we are. So this is part of my self-care.
Oh, it's giving me self-care energy.
The car,
I love to see it.
we'll just pretend the car's not there because it smells something fierce right now of some herbal type things.
Some people say that's
they're trying to ruin. They're trying to ruin my vibe.
Well, it's okay. We're gonna get into you and what you got going on. So I appreciate you. I know what it's like sometimes to have random things happen, and so I do appreciate that you can still be here. Thank you so much. So let's jump right into it. How do you like to show yourself some love and own your glow?
So about 3 times a week, I make time for myself to come down here with 0 devices, unless, well, I'm reading a book usually, so if it's not an actual book, I'll bring the device to read the book on the device. But we do no devices for at least an hour, sometimes 3, sometimes I get lost in it, right? No people, no nothing, we just sit. And I have ADHD, something fierce. It actually quiets my brain. Sometimes I'll throw a little 8D music on to help myself, but I have to sit and I have to like just regroup and grab some energy off the waves and the wind and a little bit of the sunshine and the fresh air.
You are making me miss. I have not been around ocean in about 3-4 months now. My skin is cringing right now because I can feel it through the screen, and I'm just like, I need it.
It feels good.
I totally understand and can relate to wanting to meditate, and I love that. So tell me what that does for you. Like, why do you take the time and to get lost in a book and turn the phones off? What does that do for you?
So with my ADHD and everything I've got going on at home, I have to step away from literally everyone. I can't just hole up in my room and read a book because my autistic son's going to run in. The dogs are going to start barking. The roommate's going to come in. I'm going to find 17 things around the room that need to be taken care of right now. And if I come down here, I don't have to see any of it. Out of sight, out of mind. There's nobody here to disturb what I've got going on.
I love that. So how long have you been doing this weekly routine of coming for 3 days? How long have you been doing that?
I'd say solidly for about a year. I did have a period of time where I was working 90 hours a week and did not do this. Okay. Then we learned the hard way that will literally kill you.
Yes.
I quit my job and didn't look back because I was literally dying.
I'm so
literally,
sorry.
quite literally. So that's when you have those wake up calls, right? So, and then we had to get back into some more natural things. I have some health issues that I've got to handle. And a lot of that is coming from self-care that I wasn't raised on it. Right. And I was in the military for 20 years, and self-care, what's that? Okay. You're lucky you got to change your socks every day. Okay. Let alone take a shower and moisturize and do everything. Right. I was probably exfoliated. There's enough sand in the deserts across the world to exfoliate anybody, but our skin was going to fall off.
So you meditate, you turn your phones off, you sit in the grass or the sand by the water. So what does that do for your mental? Because you said you have ADHD. So how does that calm you?
So people with ADHD, our brains are noisy. It's loud in here. Okay. It's just very loud and it doesn't stop. And it's on repeat and it's going a million miles a minute. It makes me quiet. Everything's quiet, which is most people, their brains are quiet anyway, right? Mine's not quiet enough to focus to do the things I need to do. So I come down here, I reset myself, and then I can go home and focus on the tasks at hand. Instead of having 100 projects that are halfway finished, you end up going, okay, we can do this. And it just motivates you and just cleans your brain out enough to be able to focus.
I love that. I
So I
love
do
that.
this, and then so like Sundays I'll do this, and then I go home, and I had everything set up. I was going to show you all my products that I use and all the things I do, but we don't have water because we had a storm last night. There's a tree on part of my house, and the water main's off. So we had a whole thing going on.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I
So
still
there's
appreciate you.
everything.
Thank you for being able to still participate. A lot of people would use that as an excuse to not still participate in the show. So I do appreciate you still
Where
being
there's a will,
here.
there's a way.
Amen.
So
Amen. If you guys are not
um,
joining in, this is Own Your Glow. I have Candy in the box, and we're talking self-care. So what else do you like to do to show yourself some love and own your glow?
so once a week on Sundays. Now I have a skin condition or an autoimmune disorder called lupus, right? So my skin rejects everything that I put on it. Half the products that you use are amazing products, and I wish I could use them, but I'll end up in the hospital type deal.
Oh, wow.
So we have to be very, very careful. I make my own soap. I make my own
You make your
deodorant.
own soap?
I make my
Oh,
own
wow.
toothpaste.
Oh, wow. What, how do you do
Even
that? Let's get into that. I love that.
so I just use very simple ingredients. Most of my stuff is all coconut oil based. So like when I put my hair mask on once a week, it's grapeseed oil, coconut oil, and pink Himalayan salt to exfoliate the scalp.
Oh,
Okay. Rub it
wow.
in with like your hands with whatever you want.
Could you
And then you
send
use,
that to me? Because I have been trying to. So what does the scrub
I
do for
mean,
you?
I can't give you the recipe because I sell it.
Oh, okay.
So, but I could give you the gist of it. So, like, what does the soap do, or what does the scalp the treatment do for the scalp?
Treatment.
The scalp treatment. So any of that buildup that you get throughout the week, and I've noticed with my children who are mixed and who don't wash their hair very often because they can't.
Mhm,
You get that buildup from product, right?
mhm,
Or from sweat, like you were saying before. And I'm a sweaty girl.
mhm.
It just helps exfoliate and take all that dead skin off your head, and it helps your hair grow.
I love that. I love
So you
that.
massage it in, and then you use one of those. Remember those lice combs that we had to use when we were kids? You use a lice comb, and you pull it through your hair, and it pulls everything out of your hair. And then
Wow.
you just wash with
Interesting.
whatever it is that you wash and condition your hair with. So I
Okay,
do
so
that once a week.
what soap do you use for your skin?
For my skin, it's my homemade soap. So it's got a coconut oil base to it. But I have to make it homemade because everything that I found, I just break out. And something that'll work for right now for like a month, and a month later, my skin is like yelling at me, and I'm at the doctor's office. Charcoal is a good thing that works. I can't use charcoal anymore.
Wow.
It just,
Wow.
it's like, so with lupus and any autoimmune disorder, your body attacks itself. So
Mhm.
it'll just make up reasons to be like, no, we don't like this today. And then my arms will look like this.
Oh, wow.
So that's what it does. We don't like that look. That's the meth head look we're not going for. But
So I know a lot of my guests, and I have had a few guests come in here that suffer from psoriasis and lupus and other autoimmune diseases. So what are some things that you do to help calm those ailments down? Because you can't get rid of it. So what are some things that you do
right.
to calm your skin?
So I have to stay out of the sun because of I have a sun allergy, but you have to get some sun to help. So you have to like kind of like I'm in the shade right now and I walk in and out of the sun. Bless you. It's all about diet. I realized that I've had to completely eliminate dairy, gluten, basically anything that tastes good out of the diet. It's more like a keto type diet.
Okay.
So that helps with the inflammation and keeps things way down.
Wow.
That also changes for people as well. Like I have a friend who has lupus. She has no problem eating gluten. I can't eat it.
Right.
It just depends on the person. Unfortunately, no two cases of it are the same.
That makes sense.
Right. Which makes it hard to diagnose, makes it hard for people that, we'll sit there and talk to each other and we'll try new things. And then one of us ends up in the hospital because, okay, well, I can't do grapeseed oil on my scalp, kind of thing.
Right.
So it's just every day is an adventure with it, unfortunately. But some of the things that like coconut oil has always stayed true to me. So I use that on my skin. I use that in my soaps. I use that. It's actually in my toothpaste, believe it or not. It actually is really good for your teeth.
Really good for your teeth. It's really good for plaque and whitening. So I believe it. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be the stuff that they sell in the oil section for cooking at the store. It doesn't have to be some special made for skin. It's all the same. As long as it's the refined, or I get both unrefined and refined. Um, so I did find that I have to, I cannot exfoliate my skin more than every 2 weeks. So I have to moisturize more than exfoliate, which sucks because then you just feel icky if you don't exfoliate. You know what I mean?
Trust me,
but just,
absolutely. I know.
But the skin ends up getting, so like my skin will get so paper thin to say I go to shave my legs, I'll peel the skin right off with that razor.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's just the thinning of the skin. It's not that, oh, your skin's so dry. The skin gets thin. So it's fun. It's fun.
Sounds like it. You guys, if
but there's tricks. There's a whole bunch of tricks, and I've made all kinds of things. We put them on my website. You know, you just learn that acidified body washes are really good. Or body soaps. I make acidified ones. That actually helps with any of the big girls out there, or anybody who gets that discoloration, like under their arms, your bra area, between your thighs.
Let's talk about that because I don't actually know what acidified body wash is.
So when you acidify it, it helps with the pH balance and can actually be used over time. Obviously, this is an overnight thing. It'll help skin discolorations from like those areas that rub a lot, or you get a lot of extra sweat, you know, under the arms, under the tatas, in between your legs. And it just helps balance that out, and it can actually eliminate all of the discoloration from it. But it's balancing the pH so you don't get that natural body odor that comes from those areas. Because it's not only just underneath your arms that stinks, you know what I mean? You can get a stink from everywhere.
Yes, people definitely have BO everywhere. I love that. Yeah, I've heard of actually, now that you're talking about it, I've heard of acidified body washes. I'm more into like black soap or like turmeric-based soaps, things like that, to help with like the discoloration and or odor. But I definitely have heard of that now that you're speaking on it. I love that you have your own shop, that you help people that also suffer from, you know, very sensitive skin issues and stuff like that. So that's super dope. If you guys have not favorited Candy, please do so now. You see what's going on. So tell us more about your shop and where we can find these items that you sell.
The link is on my IG, so just hit my IG. When the shop, I keep in rotation what's stocked. It is a lot to do on my own. I never ever meant for it to be a successful business. It was just more of a, hey, here you go.
I love that.
It's kind of blowing up. So
successful businesses, yeah. Shout out to that. We love a side hustle that blows up into a real business. I love that for you. That's so dope. So what do you do in your stream, and like where can we find you?
So when I stream, it's generally during the day. Most of the time I'm in the kitchen. I like to bake a lot. We cook a lot. So like tomorrow will be cookie day, because Mondays are always cookie day for my poor son. He's got to take his cookies to school. And that's where people can find different things like, different gluten-free choices, or alternatives to using sugar, to using like really expensive eggs, making things a little bit healthier. We're adding protein powder sometimes. We're doing other things because we like to be a little healthier. And the healthier you eat, the better you eat, the better you feel.
Right.
I had a bag of Doritos last night. I felt that today. Okay, but it was worth it.
Sometimes it is worth it, to be honest.
But yeah, we just hang out. It's a safe space in my stream. Lots of people just come just to hang out, and nothing too serious. We just hang out like the group of friends, just chilling with some coffee and baking cookies,
I love that. You guys, if you're not just tuning in, we are coming to the end of my show. I have Candy in the box. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you.
Oh, the car moved. There we go.
Yay.
One last view for you.
I appreciate you being vulnerable enough to share, all of the things that you shared with us today. Thank you for, providing the scene and the vibes, and taking your time to being on my show today, even though you were going through everything you went through.
Right. All right, I'm going to get back to it because they are cutting the tree down at my house right now. So
thank you.
See you later.
Have a great rest of your Sunday. Oh my goodness, the birthday girl just walked in. Happy birthday, Ariana. You guys can see I did not get a great peel from this mask, but it is doing what it's supposed to do. I love I love Peel Off Max. Like I said, it literally takes off that first layer of dead skin, and it really helps with just getting all of that dirt out. So I love it. Yes, happy birthday to Ariana. Thank you so much for being here, you guys, each and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you would like to be a guest on my show, make sure you hit me up. Hit up Emoji J or Ari, or Jazzy Got Options. I will see you next week, Sunday, the same time. Again, if you guys don't show yourself love, who will? And like my last guest said, when you eat good, you feel good, right? So I hope that each and every single one of you guys feels good, and make sure you take the time to show yourself some love this week, okay? Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to the top 3 gifters of my stream. I will be shouting them out on my Instagram, and I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to finish my